The war between the United States and Iran does not begin as a global conflict. At first, it appears limited airstrikes, naval confrontations, and cyber attacks focused mainly on military targets. The justification is familiar: national security, nuclear concerns, and regional stability. However, history has shown that world wars rarely begin with global declarations. They begin with regional conflicts that slowly spiral out of control, driven by alliances, retaliation, and miscalculations. This war carries all the same warning signs. As fighting intensifies, Iran responds asymmetrically rather than conventionally. Instead of facing U.S. forces head-on, it activates allied militias and proxy groups across the Middle East. Attacks begin in Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen, drawing Israel and Gulf states into the conflict. What was once a bilateral war now spreads across an entire region. Every new front increases the risk of civilian casualties, political pressure, and irreversible decisions, making de-escalation more difficult with each passing day. The situation becomes even more dangerous when global energy supplies are threatened. Iran moves to disrupt shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, a route that carries a significant portion of the world's oil. Even limited disruptions send oil prices soaring, triggering inflation and economic panic across Europe, Asia, and developing nations. Economic instability forces governments worldwide to take sides, not because they want war, but because their survival depends on stable trade and energy access. As pressure builds, alliances begin to activate. The United States calls upon NATO for logistical and strategic support, increasing troop movements across Europe and the Middle East. In response, Iran receives political backing and indirect military assistance from Russia and diplomatic support from China, both of whom view the conflict as a chance to counter U.S. global dominance. The war is no longer about Iran alone. It becomes a contest between major power blocs. Tensions escalate further when a miscalculation occurs, perhaps a missile strike hits the wrong target, or a naval confrontation results in heavy casualties. Such incidents force leaders to respond decisively to avoid appearing weak at home. Domestic politics, public anger, and media pressure push governments toward escalation rather than restraint. Each side believes backing down will invite greater danger later, so they double down instead. The threat of nuclear escalation begins to loom over the conflict. While Iran may not openly deploy nuclear weapons, the fear that it could reach that capability creates urgency in Washington and Tel Aviv. Meanwhile, Russia and China warn against any nuclear strike, signaling that such an action would cross a red line. The world enters a phase of maximum alert, where a single false alarm or misunderstood signal could trigger catastrophic consequences. Cyber warfare and space militarization add another layer.